We began at 6:30 with the controversy in Virginia. The state's governor made his first public appearance in a week today. It was here in these woods that Brooke Heller ran for her life, with her attacker just feet behind her when she came across this old abandoned oil field. Yes, this is the 5th death to happen here at the dunes, and the irony of this is that it comes on the same day that the California Coastal Commission held a meeting to discuss the future of off-road vehicles being permitted here on the beach. The body cam footage shows a violent encounter between police and the suspect. Many of the shelves are empty. Clerks tell me that they're overwhelmed with the frenzy of customers coming in to stock up in light of the coronavirus epidemic. Low police received several calls just after midnight last night from what people thought were fireworks going off here in the park. Turns out it wasn't fireworks at all, but a fire that had broke out here. Many of the Lompoc neighbors that live in this neighborhood are outraged by the homophobic slurs that have been spray painted across this house. Officials are worried because the wind is picking up and will continue to do so. Right now, they're saying that they have not contained the fire in any capacity. We saw temperatures drop significantly around 3 o'clock this afternoon when all the gray clouds came rolling in. This lawsuit comes just days after several environmental organizations also filed suit against the Bureau of Land Management. Now, both suits are claiming that the BLM's environmental analysis was not conducted thoroughly. Tracy, officials say that the two shot and murdered victims was 70-year-old Kurt Brackey and 78-year-old Richard Hannon. Both were Santa Maria residents. Police also concluded that there were 3 individuals found deceased in the burnt home behind me, one of which they assume was the alleged shooter. It was a day that Santa Maria will never forget.
I knew as soon as I saw him and I heard the shots that I knew that that's exactly what he had done, because he'd been threatening to harm them. I never thought he was going to shoot anybody.
Santa Marians Kurt Brackey and Richard Hannon were gunned down by a man police suspect then burned down a home in the mobile park. Officials found 3 dead in the mobile home, one of which they suspect was the shooter.
There had been on and off fights going on for about 2 months, and the suspect threatened to stab them on the golf course.
Neighbors say both Brackey and Hannon reported the alleged shooter's behavior to management, causing him to get evicted, prompting this horrific attack.
He was one scary man.
Community members suspect the other 2 burned bodies were the alleged shooter's wife and son.
We heard that she had been abused. We heard that her son was able to come and live there because of the abuse.
The 3 bodies were burned so badly, officials say they have to do DNA testing to identify them. Now, I got a chance to talk to many community members here, and overall, they're in shock and just can't believe it happened here in their community. In Santa Maria, Naja Hill reporting. A young life taken too soon.
He never let me have any excuse to fail. So I'm not gonna let my brother's death give me an excuse not to go on with life.
Community members held a march to honor Lompoc native Marlon Brumfield, who was gunned down on the corner of Ocean Avenue and A Street.
It's up to us to carry this legacy. It's up to us to bring about the change.
This comes just one day after police arrested suspects Francesco Ortega and Walter Jr. The somber crowd showed their respects and gave solace to the family.
We came out today to show my support for this fallen soldier. As we always do in the military, we never leave anyone behind.
Lompoc police said they worked tirelessly to arrest the 2 suspects, who they say are known gang members with long criminal histories.
When I look out tonight and I see this crowd, it reminds me and confirms the belief that I have in the power of unity.
Brumfield's death shook those that knew him and those that didn't.
It's just not one fellow, it's the whole community here, you know.
Tonight, his family spoke on the change that needs to come.
He left his shoes, he left big marks, and now we all gotta fill them. Y'all know what we gotta do. Thank y'all.
In Lompoc, Naja Hill reporting for News Channel 12.
I cried like a baby.
Diane Smith recounts her first horse and healing workshop. The workshop helped her in her journey to overcome trauma.
In being a veteran dealing with post-traumatic stress, I have been able to learn to be calm. I've been able to learn that I don't need to be afraid.
Famed horse trainer Monty Roberts held the free workshops for veterans and first responders at Flag is Up Ranch. Roberts is a founding father of no violence methods of horse training.
It is amazing. The horses are such therapists, there's no describing it.
Roberts, a behavioral science expert, uses building trust, intuition, relaxation, and breath work to help trauma victims heal, all through his horses.
One needs to get both the brain and the physical image of your body right, or else the horse knows it's not right.
Roberts instills in the vets that their PTSD is not incurable.
When you go to war, relatively normal, and you come back abnormal, that is not a disorder. That is an injury.
An injury, Roberts says, can be healed.